Alright, what's going on, guys? Mike here from Arm Custom Shop, and tonight, we're going to be doing a custom short ram intake for R53 Mini Cooper S. Well, you know, it could be had for about $40 depending on what parts you have. So, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a 3-inch pod filter or a 4-inch with adapter for the inside. This Richard got from free from AutoZone, he works there. You're going to need a 2.5 to 3-inch coupler and a 3-inch elbow, and these are the 3 to 4-inch adapters. And then obviously a couple different size hose clamps to fit everything, like one for your throttle body, one for the other end of the coupler, and then one for the pod filter. So yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, so basically start with removing the intake. There'll be a clamp right here, and there should be a clamp down there, but mine was just gone. So pull this off. You don't really need this. There's going to be a hose connected down here for your crankcase ventilation.
Oh yeah, that's another thing you're going to need. Just get a
basic breather.
Yeah, a valve cover breather.
Yep, that's like $10 cheaper if you want on eBay.
Yeah.
And then the battery jump location just pops off the intake. Intake comes off with 2 T20s and just wiggle its way out. There's that synthetic oil. And
filter out.
Take your intake tube out. A little resonator chamber on it. And there you go. Right down here you got a throttle body. Clean that up if you need to. And I'm probably gonna clean that out. And that's it. So
here's how this thing is gonna go together. Basically, you got your coupler right here, your 2.5 to 3-inch. This goes directly onto your throttle body, and you just hose clamp it. You take your pod filter with your 2 adapters to go down or go up to 4-inch. And the pod filter just slides on there like that. You might have to play with the angles a little bit because
it's not going to sit right.
Yeah, it has to sit at a weird angle in order for it to fit in the airbox. And basically, it just goes onto the throttle body, pod filter like that, and that's basically how it sits. And then, in order for this not to turn into a hot air intake, you're going to want to get some kind of sheet metal. We use diamond plate because it's probably the most heat resistant without having to be painted or heat treated in any kind of way. And what's going to happen with this is we're basically going to make an L, and once it comes around here and gets bent this way, you're going to cut a hole to go over the air filter.
And then you take a little bit of this weather stripping, pick this up from AutoZone for about 20 bucks, a little bit cheaper depending where you go, and just seal it off. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start on that right now. So we're actually going to make the template first for the heat shield. Piece of cardboard, exact same size as our diamond plate. And basically we just got to figure out what angle we want this to sit at.
So now we just have to figure out, is this cut to the right height?
Yeah.
Sure it's not too long or too tall?
Oh, you tell me.
It's not too tall.
You tell me. You look at it. Because it's the same height as the shock tower. And the hood bows up a little bit too.
You gotta cut like the door in it. Okay. So we got our template cut out here for the diamond plate. Now in order to cut diamond plate, you're gonna need a set of metal shears that can cut some pretty thick gauge metal. We have shears that can cut down to 18 gauge, so that should be sufficient enough. So just gotta score up our diamond plate here with the template, and we'll be good to go. I'm just gonna cut. Am I cutting on this line or this one?
Either one, doesn't matter.
if we bend the whole thing at a 90-degree angle, or like a 45.
Now, bend it a little bit. No, like,
Oh.
so I don't stab myself again. Ow, sharp, 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 sharp. Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
Take the shoes and just. No, don't cut, but like.
No,
cut that off.
yeah.
But,
I'm trying to do.
and then just use them to kind of bend that.
Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna use pliers. You wanna cut the doghouse? Will that make you happy?
Sure.
Ah, damn it. So, we tightened up the intake and mounted it, and mounted the heat shield, and now we're just putting in the last little bit of weather stripping, and we'll be good to go.
So basically a little breakdown of what happened. Essentially, you're just bolting up your adapter coupler here, with 2 hose clamps to the throttle body. It's a stink bug. And then you have your 2 adapters here that go to your filter that take it from a 3-inch up to a 4-inch. You hose clamp that. And then you have your diamond plate heat shield. There's a bolt on this stock divider here that we just cut a hole in the diamond plate and put the bolt through. And we have the look over here. We have the diamond plate cut out in a doghouse to you know, make room for the filter. And then it's basically the heat shield is held in with a zip tie right here around the harness for the ECU. Another zip tie down here where one of the stock bolts went through for the stock air box, and then obviously that one bolt back there, and she ain't going nowhere.
Yep, so that's a basic breakdown of what's going on with this. And there she is. Custom intake R53 Mini Cooper S. Be sure to follow us for more info. We'll keep uploading videos for you guys.